Yep.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Muscatine County Board of Supervisors regular meeting for Monday, October 20th, 2025. I'm going to call the meeting to order. First item of business is to review the agenda.
Move to approve as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next up, items with County Development Director Eric Furness. A is discussion of possible action to set a public hearing for Monday, October 27th, 2025 at 9 a.m. on proposed plans, specifications, form of contract, and cost estimate for the Muscatine County Engineer Zoning Office Building Project. Eric?
Just gonna get that public hearing day 6. The plans will be available for review by the public and specifications.
Okay, so in case you didn't hear Eric, if you have any comments, want to know anything about it, they will be available for public review. All those in, well, actually, I need a motion first.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. The hearing is set. Anything else, Eric? Thank you, sir. Item 4, with County Engineer Brian Rashowski. A is discussion of possible action to approve the contract, bond, and certificate of insurance for project LMO 7370, a twin 12 by 9 by 88 foot RCB culvert on 180th Street near north quarter section of Section 17, Township 77 North, Range 1 East. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yes, this is for the letting we had 2 weeks ago. It was awarded last week. All the contract documents we received, and they all look good, so I recommend for approval.
I'd move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
We will get that to the contractor and then start some conversations of potential start date. I do know that they were hoping to do a quick turnaround with this contract and potentially get started yet this year.
Nice.
So, which we'd be happy to see.
Lovely. And next up, 4B, we have the County Weed Commissioners 2025 report.
Yes, should have had this in your packet. There's also a letter with it. Matt Shutt, he is our weed commissioner. He's also the roadside vegetation manager. He put it together, did a good job, I thought. A lot of this is based off conversations I had with him. A lot of the issues we have are ongoing. There has been some improvements, but controlling weeds is quite the task. So.
Appreciate the State of the Union on weeds.
I'll move the approval.
Second.
All right, is there any discussion on this? If not, everyone in favor of approving it, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Anything else, Brian?
I wanted to give a quick project update. Our 160th Street box culvert, which is Iowa Bridge and Culvert, they got the box done. Dirt contractor did not show up last week, so we're hoping that he shows up this week to begin backfilling the box and grading and rocking and hopefully opening the thing up. So down on Stewart Road, we got they're currently working on pavement removal from about Street Toys north to 49th Street. Once that's ready, they'll pave, which might happen late this week or early next week. So that's kind of what we got for our construction update. Some projects that we're working on whenever we have time, which you guys are pretty busy out in the field, but working on some right-of-way for our call projects up on 102nd Street. That'll be a box culvert. Our bridge up on F58 at the east of Wilton there. That's in the program for paving and also replacing the bridge. We've gotten quite a few of our clearances on the bridge for historical and other NEPA things, so that's moving along nice. Actually designing the roadway is going a little slower. It's going to involve some railroad involvement, so that we're fortunate. We get along with that railroad very well. They're very user friendly, but it does take time. So there's that. Our bridge 237, which is on Bancroft, that's south of 22, west of Nichols. We've run into a bit of a hiccup there. That is a fairly structurally significant bridge. It's one of a kind in the state. I wouldn't say it's anything special, but it is one of a kind. So it'll most likely involve some additional work on our end to potentially remove it. So we'll have to. What we'll have to do is we'll have to go through and do an analysis, cost to benefit, and basically evaluate all options. If that's removing it, if it's relocating the bridge, which isn't really an option with this type of bridge, but we'll put together numbers for that, and then also realigning the road and just leaving the bridge in place. So it's something we've had to do before. It doesn't come up very often, but it'll take some extra work, and also working with our local historical society. So, and that's about all I have for design update.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Moving right along, item number 5 is discussion and possible action to approve the minutes of the October 13th, 2025 regular meeting.
So moved. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next up, correspondence. Scott?
The only thing I had a call from a gentleman on gravel road issue in regard to washboarding. This was west of Cranston, and I drove out there and looked at that, and it's like a lot of these gravel roads are, with as dry as it is, and the washboard situation that comes to be because of how dry it is, because there's no moisture in that, and they can't just go out and just grade them. I can't just work it up and grade it because it's just too darn hard. And correct me if I'm wrong, Brian.
No.
And so I responded back to the gentleman and talked to Brian, and we discussed the situation. And this is just for information for all the people in the county and landowners that use gravel roads on an everyday basis. As soon as we get some rain to soften these up, it's going to improve greatly for you. But right now, you're going to have to be a little bit patient, because to try to get those tore up and regraded, it's just counterproductive. So that's all I had.
Sure.
Nothing to note.
I did not have anything to. Oh, well, actually, wait. I'll take that back. We got a nice a note from Martin Rich, and this book about the history of the Lewis Rich industry. And I want to thank him for that. And maybe we could do just a nice little thank you letter. Looks like a really cool edition. I don't know if we have a county library exactly where we keep that, but maybe find out something special we can do with that. Yeah. So thank you for that. Danny?
And I had one gentleman reach out from the Fruitland area asking where we is at on the application and process for the potential solar farm coming in down there. And I told him when the meeting was, and coming up at the end of the month on the 30th.
Yep.
That's all I had.
Yeah, I had 3 different calls this week. One concerning the drainage district south of West Liberty. I'm talking with Jim on that. I talked with Brian, and Brian moved it on to Jim. I also got a call on the progress on the 160th Street Bridge, which Brian gave the update this morning, which I passed that on to the gentleman. Just frustrated it's taking so long, and got crops to take out.
Sure.
Anyway. And then the third one was a call last night on the Moscow Road from town of Moscow to the Cedar County line. Shoulders seem to be dropping off, and Brian was going to have the guys take a look at that today too. So,
How about committees?
committees, on Monday the 13th, I had the Magic meeting on. We did budget and everything on that last week. So.
Jeff?
Nothing on
I
committee.
did not, Jeff.
No committees.
Yeah.
And I had no committees.
Okay. Very good. Item 8 is, excuse me, items with the administration office. A is discussion and possible action to review the new applications and approve appointments to the Muscatine County Compensation Commission for the period of July 1, 2025 to June 30, 2026. It looks like we got 2 applications. I assume there's no, I know we got one from a current county employee. That's not an issue, is it, Jim?
No, I mean, if they were voting on anything affecting their salary, it would be.
Well, for the, okay. Is
Yeah.
it, but this is for
This
the.
is for disputes on land, right?
On
This
land
is
compensation, right?
Land
Oh,
compensation.
okay, it's a different conversation.
Yeah, sorry.
All right.
So did we,
So I actually have Melissa Hurlbut here, and she's going to speak on the compensation commission. We still have 13 vacancies on this, and so she kind of is going to give an overview of what this is.
Very quick.
Good morning.
Because it's a lot. Condemnation is the process of taking private property for public use through the power of eminent domain. Just compensation must be paid to owner for taking of such. Eminent domain is the power to take private property for public use by the state, municipalities, and private persons or corporations authorized to exercise functions of public character. The chief judge or the chief judge's designee will select by lot 6 people from the list of commissioners. When the property is agricultural, 2 will be from owner, operator, or agricultural property. When the property is other than agricultural, 2 will be from owner, operator, or city property. 2 will be selected from each of the remaining 2 groups. Once a date is set for condemnation, the sheriff's office contacts the commissioners from the chief judge's list to confirm the date. Only under certain criteria can a commissioner be excused. If no alternatives are left, the applicant will need to request that the chief judge appoint additional alternatives with appropriate qualifications as necessary. The condemnation proceeding is a hearing. Prior to the meeting of the commission or a commissioner shall not communicate with the applicant, property owner, or tenant, or other agents regarding the condemnation proceedings. Commissioners are currently paid $200 per day for serving on the commission and should be reimbursed for mileage and meal costs. The last condemnation the sheriff's office had was in 2022. Condemnation does not happen often, but when it does, having the appropriate number of commissioners appointed is needed. Without having the appropriate number of commissioners serving could cause issues for the chief judge in making the appropriate selections and abiding by Iowa Code 6B.4. Several positions are still needed to be filled on the Compensation Commission. They are licensed real estate salespersons or brokers, bankers, appraisers, auctioneers, property managers, etc., owners of agricultural property, and owners of city property.
And that can be any city?
It only per code is owners of city property, so you just have to own your property.
Awesome. So,
and is there anything that would, like if a member of this board wanted to do that, is there anything that would preclude that?
My personal concern is the fact that if you would serve on the board and the property owner could come back and say, no, that could be a conflict, because these could be people within your districts, and the owners of these properties could appeal
Yeah, I could see,
because of conflict with, because you're supposed to be by, like, not for either side.
yeah, you could see conflict with anybody involved in zoning boards or this board.
Right.
Because we approve through that process.
yeah, I mean, if the county.
Real estate activity.
Well,
Okay.
this would be a taking by the county, so.
Well, it could be a taking by anyone, right?
DOT, we've had, the last one
Okay.
in 2022 was DOT.
Okay. Well,
And so this is just a local for whatever jurisdiction is involved, okay?
and these are 2-year or 4-year terms generally?
I have some still on the list going back since I took over in 2013.
Sure.
Yeah, I see some
I
names
mean,
that have been
the
there.
property, the one on the property owner has been on there since prior to me. Like, she's been on there for a while.
And let me ask on the
Yeah.
ag property, does that individual have to be active in farming, or is it, as long as their parcels are
like
designated ag, or they?
That I'm not for sure on. I know per code, it's just owners of agricultural property.
Yeah.
That being said, the last one we did, you know, during harvest time or during when you have farmers out there trying to do their crops, and now they're having to attend the hearing. I've come across some people not so happy with that, so I think that would be a difficult one to put, but it's still needed per code, so.
Yeah, I've reached out, I had 3 or 4 people last week, and I got no's on all of them. I mean, I don't believe it to be a onerous committee, but, so, I think everybody just kind of reach out to your network and see if we can get some people to sign up.
Thank you for coming in.
I got a few,
Yep, you're welcome.
I got a few more ideas.
You're welcome.
I'll get a couple more.
Let me get back to my agenda here. So yeah, if anyone out there has any interest, serving the community without maybe necessarily having to be real onerous or somewhere all the time, this would be a great opportunity. We very much appreciate it.
So
Caleb?
we have two, applications to
Yes.
consider, right?
Yep.
So I saw we had Melissa and Kathy, and I would move the approval.
We have a motion.
I would say.
We have a second. Is there any discussion? I'd like to thank everybody who did apply. Thank you very much. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you guys very much. Anything else, Kayla?
Nothing other.
Okay, then next item of business is to receive information from county employees. Yes, ma'am. Come on up. Or come on down. Prices, I don't know.
Good morning. So I'm sure some of you are aware of this. There have been press releases going out over the weekend. On Thursday, we had our food collaborator meeting. That is a group of folks in the Muscatine area, Muscatine County area, that get together to discuss food pantries, meal sites, things that people need to supplement their groceries. So we had heard some rumblings that due to the government shutdown, SNAP benefits would not go out on November the 1st. We did discuss it as a group, and we do have another meeting on Wednesday to discuss how that will impact the folks in Muscatine County. Right now, 20% of folks in Muscatine County, excuse me, are on SNAP benefits. So we do anticipate more inquiries for general assistance, more use to the pantries. The pantries are not meant to provide all of someone's meals for the month. It's supposed to be a supplemental mainly for those who are working and having a difficult time making ends meet. Our clients that we have at Community Services, I would say 90% of them receive SNAP benefits, so that will also impact our clients. I did speak with Senator Mark Lofgren on Friday. He is aware of this. I wanted to make all of you aware of it. I anticipate you could get some calls. We do have a pantry list that is available. I can email out, or anybody can call and we can mail it to them. We are all aware here that work with this, with the food and the clothing, the meal sites. We are aware that this is happening. We are very hopeful that they will get something resolved before November the 1st when this starts to happen, but that's where we're at right now.
Thank you, Jessica. Bill?
No, I was gonna ask her.
Okay.
Never mind, I'll do that after.
I do have an announcement.
Yes, Ted.
Today is October 20th, and it is the deadline if you want an absentee ballot mailed to you. So we need to have your request form in our office, at the auditor's office, by 5 p.m. today. So if we get a request in the mail yet today, of course, the ballot will go out yet today or tomorrow. But if you have not brought in a request form or mailed one, it would need to be hand delivered to our office by 5 p.m. today. And then on Thursday, October 23rd, at 8:30 p.m. is the public test of our machine. So the public is always welcome to that. The board is welcome. Even if you just stay a half hour, I think you learn a lot on how we test the ballots and read results. Thank you.
Debbie? Anybody else? Okay, if not, we'll open it up to comments from the public. Anyone from the public wishing to address the board? If not, unless anyone has anything else, we are adjourned.